Welcome to the vlog, guys. Today is probably going to be New Year's, which is absolutely crazy. 2026. My wife and I are going to go on a short little getaway staycation trip because I feel like we needed it. We basically were a little bit too late. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go out yet, but I was like, you know what? Let's just do it, right? We're just going to take a last minute trip, just go out there and hang out, just literally relax. Literally just want to relax for these next couple days. I feel like I need it. We need it. And I was like, all right, let's just do it. It's actually really gloomy out here in California, so hopefully it's a little bit more clear when we go out to the Ritz-Carlton. I really have a few goals. I want a hot tub and I just want to relax and eat some good food. All right, we're about to check in, but it is really packed right now. There's a line to the gate because everyone's trying to check in right now. My wife looks so beautiful. Maybe inside is very festive still. We just made it in. Bathroom, what to do. Very nice shower, of course, because it is the Ritz. It's the room. Of course, is like very beach-esque. Outside, love the checkered floors over there, the water, and the beach is on the other side. Yeah, it's pretty sick. We're gonna go to the gym over there, but wow, look at that. It was just pouring yesterday. And now it is like nice and bright and sunny. No rain. Look at that. God damn. It's California, bro. That's what I'm talking about. How could you not love this? That should be us. My wife is terrified of the cold water out here. She's not born and bred California like me. I'll be up in there.
No, you don't.
What you talking about? Are you exposing me right now?
Yeah.
All right, we made it to the sand. It turned out to be a much more beautiful day than we thought. See, initially we thought it was just gonna be all rain and we weren't gonna be able to go outside. It turned out to be a lot better. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to live real close to the water like this? Wake up, slow down a little bit, go out here and just take a walk, have a little coffee to the dogs out here. That's the Ritz up there. That looks really cool. What do you think of the property so far?
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I feel like it could be a little upgraded.
It definitely is a little
lobby.
aged. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like actual upgrades or just decoration.
Maybe it's
But
because
it's
it's
still
beachy,
very
because I feel like beachy
Yeah.
hotels always kind of feel that way,
Yeah, that's true.
They always feel like they're dated, but it's kind of how it is. That's the one thing you can count on with California water, is the water being cold as hell. All right, a little quick pump sesh. Got the chandelier over the Stairmaster. Got the wifey. This is how a gym setup should be. All right, don't mind the backlight because it is a little bit dark. Ooh, let's get a quick startup real quick. I haven't driven the 2RS in like a week, so this should be a nice proper cold start right here. Be talking to you guys about how to reach your goals in 2026. Okay, so for 2025 I met a lot of goals and I also didn't reach a lot of goals as well. I got my dream car, my Porsche GT2 RS. I bought my house, which I've been in for basically a year now. I got married. I traveled like 6 different countries this year and it's been pretty dope. I've also been able to strengthen a lot of my relationships with not only my friends but also my wife as well. I've improved a lot of personal things in my life and just become a better man, like I feel like every year I've stepped up as a man and gotten a little bit better, and I love myself a little bit more because of that. But some of the things I didn't reach is some of my financial goals. I didn't reach some of my financial goals. I had a lot of different changes in business and partnerships that ultimately, made it harder for me to reach those goals, and I didn't reach some of those goals. Thank God, still made a good amount of money, but I could have made more, right? Now, how do you reach your goals of not just financials, but everything else in your life, personal, relationship, mental, your physical, all that stuff? How do you reach that goal? Here are some things that have worked out for me that I think you guys can take a lot of value out of. The first thing is you have to not tell anybody about your goals, okay? Don't tell anybody about your goals. Whatever your big personal goals are, don't tell anybody about it. Keep it to yourself. The issue is when you talk about your goals to other people, all you're trying to do is inflate your own ego and make yourself look better or feel better to other people. And to other people, it might seem like, oh wow, this guy's like doing stuff and he's on to bigger and better things and whatever, but like you haven't really done shit. So it's almost like a dopamine hit that you're giving yourself, and it makes you feel like you've already done the task, but you haven't done shit, right? So don't tell people your goals. I've made that mistake before, and because of that, it makes me feel like, oh, you know, I'm already onwards and doing all these cool things, but I really haven't accomplished much out of it. I haven't really moved the needle, and that's happened. That's why I really, really hate when people talk about all these things they're going to achieve, they want to achieve this year and everything like that, because it's all talk. None of that really matters until you have something to show for it. So don't tell anybody your goals. You can say it to yourself, manifest it to yourself, say it out loud to yourself, but don't bother telling your wife or friends or whatever the case is, right? The next thing is, this should be very obvious, but a lot of people don't do this. Write down your fucking goals, bro. Like, physically write it down on paper. A lot of people don't do this. They think like, oh, this is what I think my goal is going to be, but then they don't actually manifest it properly because it's not on paper. It's not physical. You can't touch it. You can't feel it, whatever, right? So write down your goals. That's going to be a huge one. If you have financial goals, the best thing that's worked for me reaching my financial goals is working backwards. So if I want to make $1 million this year and I have a product-based business or service-based business, how many X amount of clients or products do I need to sell on a daily and monthly basis to get that goal? Okay, if I know that number, I know what I need to achieve on a weekly and monthly basis. Now I can put the marketing budget or push towards that to see how close I can get into it and start changing a lot of the percentages in whatever your business is, whether it's, you know, conversion rate, sessions, show rate, whatever the case is, any of those type of metrics, right? You can tune the metrics a little bit. But if you have no idea what that goal is and you don't have a path, you're not going to go anywhere, bro. It's like you're getting thrown into an island, and if you don't have a map, you're not going to be able to know how to get the fuck off that island or where to navigate that island. You have to have some kind of map. And knowing what your financial goals is and working backwards is a map, a literal roadmap. Downshift, hold up. I like that. Limiting belief. This is something that I even struggle with myself, right? Even at this stage, it's just different compared to when I first started my entrepreneurship journey. But it's having limiting beliefs about yourself. I still deal with this, okay? I still give myself excuses of why my business can't do this or that, or X amount here and X amount there. And that's all fucking bullshit. When I listen to some of the top entrepreneurs, they all have some kind of limiting belief about their business at some point, but they break past it, and that's how they get to the next level. For example, some of these biggest brands like Bloom, for example, they believe that at some point, oh, you know, I'm only good on Amazon, there's no reason for me to go to Shopify. Or I'm only good on Shopify, there's no reason for me to get on Amazon. But once they actually do it, then they realize, oh shit, my business just doubled, tripled, 10x'd, because they stopped giving themselves a cap on like, yeah, my business is not really for this. And this could be for anything. It doesn't have to be for products. It could be literally a service-based business. Like if you're running organic traffic to a service-based business, why can't you run ads, right? There's no reason why you can't run ads on that. Or vice versa. If you're running ads to your company, why aren't you pushing organic as well? Okay? So having some kind of limiting belief in your business does you no good. It's literally holding you back from your business from growing. It's something I've had to deal with myself, and I had to tell myself like, fuck, stop doing this shit. The only person who's gonna allow your business and your life to grow is yourself. That is it. And if you are at the top and you are the one giving yourself a limiting belief, then it's like you're the only person holding yourself back. The last one, I think a lot of you guys will love this as well, is being intentional with your time, okay? Being way more intentional with your time. And what that means is you're no longer wasting scrolling on your phone. You know, your hours are being wasted away, like you're on Netflix or something like that. Or you're like pretending to do busy work when you're really just doing bullshit work. Being intentional with your time means you're being as productive as possible with the time that you have, right? And that doesn't mean you have to be working all day, but it means that if you're working for a small pocket of time of like 4 or 5 hours, you fucking make those hours count, and you're putting it to the most important things that are going to help your business grow, and you're not busy doing all these random, you know, maintenance tasks or whatever, or like a grunt work or whatever the case is, you have to focus on the most important things. And this might mean you have to hire people to do all of the tasks that you don't want to do. Maybe it's grunt work, emails, whatever the case is. But you have to give it to somebody else so you can focus your time on the more important things that are going to grow the business. And being present. And on the non-business side of things, being intentional with your time means paying attention to your spouse and being present with your partner, your friends, your family. And that's something I've had to work on that I've improved so much this year, is being a lot more intentional with my time. Is when I'm not at work, I'm with my wife, spending my time with her and listening to what she has to say, or if I'm with my friends, the same thing. Now, I know it's fucking natural as an entrepreneur to be like thinking about business all the time, 24/7, but it's not about turning it up, but it's toning it down just a little bit, just so you can pay attention to what's happening right now and being more intentional with that. So that is another big important thing that I feel like is going to help you so much with reaching your goals in 2026, because now you have a deliberate plan. You are being intentional with your time, and that's going to allow you to hit those goals that you know you're aware about, because you've already written them down. 2026, is another year of opportunities, another year to see what you're capable of, and I'm excited to see what some of you guys are capable of and hearing some of your stories, and for myself as well. About to hit a gym session right now. A lot of you guys have health goals as well. The same thing applies, everything I just said, to health and fitness as well. If you want to lose weight, gain muscle, perform better, all of these things require your attention, your intention to time, and all that good stuff. So I'm excited for this new year. I'm excited for you guys. I hope all of you guys reach as many goals as fucking possible. I hope a lot of you guys make a ton of money, even more than me. If that's the case, that would make me happy. We hope I make a lot of money as well. Continue to take care of my family. Continue to drive cool cars, all of that shit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you guys. I really, really appreciate all the support, and you guys seem to really enjoy the vlog, so I'm going to keep doing these. All right. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.